Chapter 19. The phrase and the clause. Phrase is a group of words which does not make complete sense. It has neither a subject nor a predicate. Such a group of words is called a phrase. The cat was sitting on the wall makes a sense. In the sentence, on the wall is a phrase. Now read and understand the phrase. The sun rises in the east. The sentences has a subject, the sun, and rises in the east is a predicate. So, it is a sentence. Because this group of words gives us a complete sense and a clear meaning. But when we talk about the colored group of words in the east, the group of words neither has a subject nor a predicate and does not give complete sense. Moreover, its meaning is doubtful. A phrase is a group of words that makes sense, but not complete sense. It has no subject and no predicate. More sentences are given for you to understand the phrase and its kinds. One sentence of each kind is given below. To take daily exercise is useful for body. I have a suit of brown color. All the MP were present in the meeting room. Stitching the suit, the tailor took rest. To obtain good marks, he worked hard. Seeing the lizard, the insect jumped upon it. In the above sentences, we see that phrases are doing the work of a noun, adjective, and adverb, etc. In sentence 1, to have daily exercise is before the verb and functions as a subject, and we know that the subject can only be a noun, so it is a noun phrase. In sentence 2, of brown color is qualifying the noun suit. When a word or group of words qualify a noun, it is an adjective. So, it is an adjective phrase. In sentences 3, in the meeting room, modifies a verb, so it is an adverb phrase. In sentences 4, stitching the suit, stitching is a participle, so it is a participle phrase. In the sentence 5, to obtain good marks is also a phrase and it is an indefinite phrase. In sentence 6, seeing the lizard is an absolute phrase because the participle seeing has a noun with it. Thus, there are 6 kinds of phrases: noun phrase, adjective phrase, adverb phrase, participle phrase, indefinite phrase, absolute phrase. Clauses. Read the following sentences carefully. He has a gold chain. He has a chain which is made of gold. Now, we compare these two sentences. In sentence 1, a gold chain is a group of words and has neither a subject nor a predicate. Thus, we know it is a phrase. Now, when we see sentence 2, which is made of gold, which qualifies the noun chain, or we can say chain is made of gold. This group of words has a subject chain and is made of gold is a predicate and it makes complete sense. This group of words which is made of gold is a sentence which is a part of a larger sentence. It is known as a clause. A group of words which has a subject and a predicate and which forms a part of a larger sentence is called a clause. Read the following sentences. He worked hard so that he might pass. You can go wherever you like. He said, why were they making a noise? Each of the above sentences contain a verb and every sentence has 2 parts. Both parts have different verbs and are separated by the conjunction, so that, wherever and why. So, every part is a clause. That part of the main sentences which has a conjunction is main or principal clause, and other clause is called a subordinate or coordinate clause. Kinds of clauses. Before going to the kind of clauses, we must recall our memory that there are three kinds of sentences: simple sentence, complex sentence, compound sentence. Simple sentence. A sentence which contains a single verb is a complete sentence and does not contain any subordinate clause. Example: his courage won him honor. Complex sentence. A sentence which contains two or more than two sentences is a complex sentence. It contains a main or principal clause and is called subordinate clause. Example: they rested when evening came. I know where he has gone. Compound sentence. A sentence which contains two or more than two sentences joined by any, yet, or but is called a compound sentence. It means it has two or more than two clauses. The clause without and, yet, or but is the main clause, and the clause beginning with and, yet, or but are coordinate clauses. Example: he threw the stone but is missed the cat. Mostly, it comes in the beginning of the sentence, but at times it can be bifurcated in two parts. Example: I was playing when he came to see me. The book which I bought is lost. I do not know what he wants. In sentence 1, I was playing is the main clause because it is without any conjunction and it is in the beginning of the sentence. But in sentence 2, the main clause has been bifurcated. Some part is before the subordinate clause and other part is after it. So, it is not necessary that the main clause always comes in the beginning of the sentences. Again, see in sentence 3, I do not know is the main clause because it is without a conjunction and it is the beginning of the sentence. Subordinate noun clause. Subordinate noun clause does the work of a noun. If the answer of what lies in the clause, it is always a noun clause. Example: I do not know what is he doing. He said that he would come to see him. I told him that he won the prize. In the above sentences, we see that the answer of what lies in every sentence. In sentence 1, I do not know what is he doing. The answer is right. So, it is a noun clause. In sentence 2, he said what that he would come to see me is the answer of what. So, it is also a noun clause. Sentence 3, I told him what that he won the prize is the right answer, and in all the sentences the answer to what lies in the clauses and do the work of a noun. So, these are subordinate noun clauses. Subordinate adjective clause. The clause which works as an adjective in the sentence is said to be the adjective clause. Example: the book which you gave me was lost. The girl Ravina taught my sister. In the above sentence, the book, which book, which you gave me, tells you about the book And in sentence 2, Ravina taught tells you about the girl. Thus, which you gave me and Ravina taught are subordinate adjective clauses. Subordinate adverb clause. Subordinate adverb clause. The clause which does the work of an adverb is called a subordinate adverb clause. Example: I live where you live. I do not know why he has not come. In the above sentences, clause where you live and why he has not come are describing the verb live and know. These are subordinate adverb clauses. Coordinate clause. Coordinate clause does not depend upon the main clause for meaning as in subordinate clauses. These clauses follow the principal clause and a conjunction is always attached with them. Example: he went to school and read there. He is poor yet he spends a lot. In the above sentences, and read there and yet he spends a lot are coordinate clauses because they do not depend upon the principal clauses for meaning and carry conjunctions and yet with them. End of chapter. Click here to go to the next chapter.